State Assembly resolved to constitute Population Commission and update National Register of Citizens (NRC). House passed Manipur Hills Area District Council's 6th Amendment Bill 2022. Also refers the bill to Hills Areas Committee for further discussion. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birren says resumption of pending surveys still unknown. State government urging Centre for Biometric Data Collection Technology enabled census. All Tribal Students Union Manipur launches indefinite economic blockade on National Highway over Hills Area. Committee recommended ADC bill. Maite Lipul condemns Atsumd for calling indefinite blockade. Locked up Atsumd office at Adin Jati complex in Chimmerong. Manipur logs 46 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in past 24 hours. Coronavirus infected 139,295 people so far. India adds 20,551 new COVID-19 cases, above 20,000 recoveries and 70 deaths in 24 hours. COVID cash load stands above 1,35,000. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. House of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly monsoon session resolved to constitute Population Commission and also to conduct a National Register of Citizens (NRC), while replying to private resolution brought up by MLA Joy Kishan regarding a National Register of Citizens and Population Commission. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birren said that the matter is of common interest of all members of the House. Nongthombam Birren gave assurance to pushing the relevant authorities of a setting up of a Population Commission and National Register of Citizens. House members later resolved to implementation of Population Commission and National Register of Citizens. On the other hand, the House also resolved to the demand raised by Lamlai MLA KH Ibomcha on establishing a separate code for Sanamahi religion during the census. The monsoon session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, which started on August 25, ended today. The House has been adjourned sine die. Speaker Thokchom Satyavart chaired the 11 sittings of the second session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, which lasted for 11 days. The sitting highlighted two obligatory reference. 110 started questions were raised during the House, out of which 4 start questions were withdrawn. House members also tabled 36 unstart questions during the 11 sittings, and one of the unstart questions was withdrawn. 12 papers were also tabled at the monsoon session, raising 6 calling attention. Presentation of the one committee report, and the House also introduced 16 government bills. Manipur government has passed 14 bills during the assembly session, and 1 bill was referred to the select committee after having discussion. On the other hand, Manipur Hills Area District Council's 6th Amendment Bill 2022 was passed in the House, while the Manipur Hills Area District Council's 7th Amendment Bill 2022 was referred to Hills Areas Committee for further discussion. During the monsoon session, 3 elections of the Financial Committee were also conducted. Meanwhile, the MLA Joy Kishan and MLA KH Ibomcha tabled 2 private member resolutions. The session also witnessed one discussion on the matter of public interest.
The Manipur Hill Areas District Council 6 Amendment Bill 2022 Hairiba Asi Bill Asi Part Amo in the logo the House na Yabirabra. House na Yabirabra title Asi Bill Asi Part Amo Ore. Now Honorable Minister TA and Hills Department will please move for passing the bill.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the Manipur Hill Areas District Council 6 Amendment Bill 2022 be passed.
House na bill asi pass out the Yabirabra. House na Yabirabra the Manipur Hill Areas District Council 6 Amendment Bill 2022 Bill number 15 of 2022 asi passed out.
I beg to move that the Manipur Hill Areas District Council 7th Amendment Bill 2022 Bill number 15 of 2022 be taken into consideration, sir. And on this regard, since the bill is found to have some technical errors, it requires further examination, and since it is related to hill area under section 20 of the original bill, sir, I beg to move that this bill be referred back to Hill Area Committee, Manipur Legislative Assembly, sir.
Hi, bill asi Hill Area Committee the Thadaba High Bisida House na Yabirabra. House na Yabirabra bill asi Hill Area Committee Manipur Legislative Assembly the Thadajare.
Chief Minister Nongthomen Birane informed the House that state government is urging the centre to enable biometric data collection technology to carry out census survey. He was responding to stark questions raised by Congress MLA K. Ranjit in the House today. The MLA asked on government's measures and status for a new census and whether it is possible to link Aadhaar or carry out electronic census. House leaders and Chief Minister Nongthomen Birane said census is conducted every 10 years and the nationwide census including Manipur was supposed to be carried out in February of 2021, but it was hindered by coronavirus pandemic. He said census schedule is decided by Registrar General and Census Commissioner, Government of India. Nongthomen Birane disclosed that Manipur government on May 5 sent one DO letter to Union Home Minister urging him to carry out in-depth consideration of census modalities. Nongthomen Birane clarified that there is no arrangement regarding Aadhaar linkage with census report as of now. He said government was already arranging to conduct paper mode as well as electronic census using mobile apps since 2021. Works Minister Govindas Kontaujam tells the House that government plans to take up the widening work of National Highway 137A, which passes through Mayang Imphal and terminates at the Kakching Lamkai. He said the works will be initiated as soon as Ministry gave the sanction. Minister Govindas Kontaujam was replying to a query raised by Wangwei MLA Khuraijam Lokend during the questioned hour of the Assembly session. MLA Khuraijam Lokend was seeking an update on National Highway 137A, which was upgraded to a status of National Highway by Ministry of Road and Transport in 2015. He pointed out in the House that the current state of the road is quite narrow and difficult for even two-wheeler vehicles to pass through one another, thereby making it accident-prone area. While asking about the status of sanctions, the MLA also sought updates on land compensation and also about the time for land acquisition. In reply, Works Minister Govindas Kontaujam said that Manipur government is yet to receive the sanctioned amount. Government plans to develop the road into a 4-lane highway, while the acquisition work have been started from March 25 of 2022, following the allotment given by Union Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in December 24 of 2021. However, no tender notice have been issued so far. While saying that compensation will be provided by Centre, the Minister also sought the support of local MLAs in carrying out the widening work. Today, on the last day of the second session of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, opposition to MLA K. Meghachandra questioned the state government if its anti-corruption cells will take action against relevant officials who allegedly laundered the funds sanctioned under P&AGY scheme for lighting up the road and for blacktopping of road in the Champu Kangpok Khuld, located on the floating island of Loktak Lake. Congress MLA questioned this while calling attention on the alleged laundering of fund being released for Champu Kangpok Khuld. Addressing the House, Megha Chandra alleged that the PMAGY scheme has become a joke in the state. He recalled that under the scheme, government has taken a convergent program in 2019 and 2022, and under the program, ₹60 lakh out of the total fund for developmental activities at the census village of Champu Kangpok Khuld were released on April 12th of 2021, and that the relevant DC, the chairman of Convergent Committee, has issued UC regarding this. Speaking further, Megha Chandra maintained that the funds being sanctioned were meant for construction of RCC community toilet, for availing ambulance services, black topping of IVR, installation of street lamps, and for internet connectivity in the village. Megha Chandra stressed on taking action against the relevant DC and other officials. Replying to Megha Chandra, Chief Minister Nongthoe Biren said based on the KANEL inquiry initiated regarding the matter, it is learned that the amount being released for Champu Kangpok village was ₹10 lakh for the initial phase and ₹60 lakh earlier released were for 6 villages. Biren clarified that ₹20 lakh each will be allotted to one village. House Leader Nongthoe Biren added that the proposed developmental activities at Champu Kangpok Khuld were included in the work programmed as per a proposal made by the Pradhan concerned. However, due to the village geographical location, these activities could not be taken up in Champu Kangpok Khuld. Nongthoe Biren said the activities will be taken at the Karang Ward number 3 on consultation with village PMAGY Convergence Committee, Champu Kangpok Village. All Travel Students Union Manipur assumed to launch indefinite economic blockade on national highway passing through the state since 6 a.m. today against non-stabling of a hilled area. Committee recommended the Manipur Hilled Area ADC Bill 2021 in the House of the ongoing monsoon session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly and against the police arrest of 8 assumed leaders. The economic blockade is subsequent to the emergency shutdown called from 6 p.m. of August 3. Many goods loaded trucks are being stranded along the highways due to the blockade. It may be mentioned that protesters even set ablaze one gypsy of Ukrul police station during the emergency shutdown. Volunteers of Atsum and its federating units strictly enforced the emergency shutdown. Tribal students of the various higher secondary schools and colleges agitate in demand for unconditional release of the arrested leaders of All Tribal Students Union Manipur. A large number of protesting students gathered at Adim Jati campus in Chingmarong yesterday, but before they could reach the main gate of Adim Jati, a team of Imphal West District Police intercepted them. Protesting students chanted various slogans like "We want justice," "Release assumed leaders unconditionally," etc. On the other hand, Maitai Lipuld has locked up Atsum office, condemning the union for calling shutdown against non-tabling of the HAC recommended ADC Bill 2021 in the House of the monsoon session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, which conducted today. Maitai Lipuld, teamed late by association leader Chinglemba Wahengbam, locked up the Atsum office at Adim Jati complex in Chingmarong yesterday afternoon. Chinglemba Wahengbam said setting or blocking national highways, bringing plight to common man, is unreasonable. He demanded Atsumd to hold talks with the government or the relevant departments, but not to affect the common man. He also demanded Atsumd to approach Maitai Lipuld first before opening the office block.
Demand nama tanle hadana ban blockade national highway da toropase akoi yade masi akoi Manipur da leiriba akoi maitai singda makoi na matam khudimang ta target tobase akoi ban blockade toropasi maitai da target tobane na akoi na lawi aduna akoi na arigumba so akoi na lonjal delivery se makoi na hange harbadi makoi akoi gi ayaba akoi gi wari sanarba matungda moi gi so je hangba yagani natragadi moi assam gi office se tampak ta su leiba yaroi moi su leiba yaroi aduna makhatana moi office tampakta lege haragadi hairiba thabak mayam se moina tawgadabani adu pangthokadabani makoi akoi ga yabasu lawgadabani.
United Bus Owners Welfare Association to Manipur has called off its proposed steering wheel down strike from today following negotiations between Transport Department, Transport Secretary and the association. Police personnel today foiled the plans of the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC on taking out a protest rally against the price hike of commodities and GST hike. MPCC has earlier planned to hold the protest rally from Congress Bhavan till Raj Bhavan in Imphal as a part of the nationwide month-long protest launched by Indian National Congress (INC). It is learned that a large number of police personnel stormed the Congress Bhavan gate in Imphal on getting information that MPCC workers are gearing up for a protest rally. Scuffles broke out between police personnel and Congress workers when the police intervened and blocked the entrance gate of the Congress office. Congress workers also chanted various slogans against the BJP government. Speaking to media, MPCC President K. Megachandra accused the BJP government of using different independent agencies as tool for creating problems for the opposition. He said Congress will always stand against the dictatorship of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Megachandra demanded the withdrawal of Agnipat scheme, excluding GST on essential commodities, reducing the price of commodities and solving unemployment issues at the soonest.
ngasi aikoi governor gi gate ta thomjanaba honabada Manipur police na thingba piba gi damo aikoi nungaite aikoi gi democratic oiba kholau aikoi gi democratic oiba procession aikoi gi demand taujabani potchai gi maman hengale inflation aikoi thoktana mipung khudimak farmer singda waba pire tongan tongan ba phisabi singda waba pire misam praja mayam singda leptana waba pirakpase khangba ngamdadana leiriba Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee amasung Bharat ki tongan tongan ba state singda All India Congress Party na masi aikoi sarkar gi mayokta process tawsida maroina police force mayam singsina nampuda aikoi gi democratic oiba demand se namdana bo honaba se pende.
Bumlinpaat, which is considered as the second largest lake in Manipur, is in a deplorable condition. Bumlinpaat Development Organizations demand state government and relevant departments to rejuvenate the lake without further delay. Speaking to media, President of Bumlinpaat Development Organization, Oinamd Vikram, said only 10% of the Bumlinpaat is in its natural condition. He claimed that illegal encroachment for carrying out fish farmings led to deterioration of the lake. Vikram called for concrete efforts towards conserving lakes of Manipur.
Maruina Manipur gi anisopat asopat oriba Bumlinpaat asi 80% yauna hajik parasi tokile harvesti akoi miam punna khanwa famni asi parasi gi ahang ising asi akoi chunna gi 10% da mangaire gi maramda akhum tongnaba yanabiba punnamak tawbiranu thadokpiro aduga prajasing mekai degi su pachi kanana bada sajok pibiu aduga sarkar gi mekai desu parasi athu mutan kanbinaba thabak thamsing lokot pi haina ko piallo mekai degi appeal tawjari.
Combined team of Vishnupur District Police Commando and 29 Assam Rifles under the directive of the Vishnupur Police SP Hirojit IPS arrested a suspected member of proscribed National Revolutionary Front of Manipur and RFM'd on August 3 night from the Wangu parking area. Arrested man is 41-year-old Kian Rajesh alias Maida, son of late K. Ibobi from the Moirang Pansang Laikai. Acting on a tip of the Vishnupur Commander Unit along with 29 Assam Rifles led by Additional SP Operation Roni Mayangband MPS arrested Rajesh from the residence of his second wife located at Wangu Parking. He has been handed over to Kumbi Police Station for further legal action. Prescribed and RFM, the press not informed that Amom Santikumar of the Kubi Hautak Tampak Kuno, Ningthaujam Khelemba and Marjit alias Dinku of Kumbi Terakong and Thoiba of Churachandpur Kumjamba Meitei Laikai, who were arrested by a combined team of police and Assam Rifle from the Saiton and Torbung Bangla on August 2 have no connection with NRFM whatsoever. Unidentified miscreant planted a hand grenade at the residential gate of Harauro Tangkham Gram Panchayat Pradhan Lesang Them Kulachandra situated at Harauro Mayai Laikai. The bomb was found planted at around 8:40 last night. Imphal's police personnel along with state police bomb disposal squad arrived at the scene upon getting information. Bomb disposal squad removed the hand grenade and disposed it safely at a paddy field in Harauro Kalenching. Late in the night, it is yet to be certain on who or for what reason the bomb was planted. Collision between a car and a two-wheeler at BT Flyover Bridge in Imphal West claimed one life last night. The incident reportedly occurred at around 7:45 p.m. Deceased men are 36-year-old Kaisham Khomba, son of late K. Manihar from Lamshang Awang Laikai Kha Lairin Kabi. According to Impact News sources, the swift car crashed against the two-wheeler and due to the impact, Khomba fell down from the flyover and died. Driver of the swift car is identified as 22-year-old Sanasham Nompok Nanba, son of S. Bijoy from Lamsang Bazaar area. Police has arrested Nompok Nanba and 4 of his friends who were in the car. City Police has also filed an suo motu case. School will reopen for students below 7 standard from Monday onwards. After remaining shut for a few weeks due to the rising number of COVID-19 cases in the state, Commissioner of Education Department H. Gyan Prakash today issued an order in the regard and said that owing to the improving COVID-19 situation in the state, government decided to reopen the school for students of all standards. He urged schools to follow the guidelines given by Health Department as much as possible, which includes use of face masks, full vaccination of all teachers and staff, and also regarding school authorities informing parents to not send their children if they show any COVID symptoms. It may be mentioned that schools were closed from July 12th due to rising COVID cases in the state, but it was later relaxed for students of class 8 and above and allowed to carry 1 physical classes from July 25. Manipur added 46 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in past 24 hours. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, coronavirus has affected 1,39,295 people and claimed 2,133 lives in the state so far. Active recoveries and death cases have not been updated till the time of filing this report. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Serin Educational Foundation Nagambal Soramler Infal Class 11 Amadi 12 Science ke admission hosere takadaba subject hindi physics, chemistry, biology, maths ni adu class 8, 9, 10 ke second best foundation course hosere CBSE amadi Boston tongan class legani class ki matam na nusul pumari makai dagina midang pung teret makai pawani class hobagi matam na August sama English ngani khoi ni upa masun nupi ki tongan rent service amadi hostel kudong sab
Kanganjaba Panthavi Housing Finance Company Limited amasung sister company singi maikaidagi khanghalakli madudi company sing asidagi loan laukraga defaulter oine leiriba loani member singna lakliba July gi tang taraga manga English singan ge kunithoi fau gi manungda isa gi loan due singdok pigadabani hayengmak head office amasung branch office singda lakpiraga due amount sing adu singdok piu thausabi trabadi isa gi property sing Sarfasi Act 2002 gi makhada auction tokthok charaga Hanasu auction tauba yaukrabani Khanghanjariba Panthavi Housing Finance Company Limited amasung sister company sing Taurangbam Laikai Uripok Imphal
Presto Personalized Wonders Imphal da nauna hangdok jare hairiba sida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilakras Enterprises Presto Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back after Prime Time English Bulletin. India added 20,551 new COVID-19 cases, 21,595 recoveries and 70 deaths in last 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cash load stands at 1,35,364. Total recoveries are 4,34,45,624. Recovery rate stands at 98.50%. Death toll reaches at 5,26,600. Over 205 crore 59 lakh doses of COVID-19 have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 58 crore 70 lakh 54,000 people. It has claimed above 64 lakh 31,000 people, and recoveries are above 55 crore 71 lakh 30,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 39 lakh 80,000 in the world. Chief Minister Nongthaman Birain today rewarded the renal transplant team Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences at the Chief Minister's Secretariat with a check of 5 lakh rupees for successfully conducting kidney transplant at the state-run Janims. It may be mentioned that the Chief Minister had announced the reward soon after the successful conduct of the transplant. Altogether, 6 kidney transplants have been successfully conducted at Janims so far. The Chief Minister congratulated and thanked Janims, especially the team of doctors, nurses, technicals and other support staff for the success. He also said the number of MBBS seats in Janims will be increased by another 50 and that the Churachandpur Medical College has also been approved. Hence, MBBS seat will be increased to 250, excluding RIMS. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Additional Chief Secretary Health V. Vumlungmang, Director Health Services K.S. Sashi Kumar Mangang, Janims Director Professor L. Devend, doctors, nurses, among others, attended the event. Work Minister Govindas Konthaujam has launched a web portal of the Public Works Department. Speaking to media at All Secretariat Office in Babupura, Work Minister Govindas Konthaujam said the web portal will ensure transparency and accountability of the department as well as bring ease of doing business. He said all undertakings of the department will be available in the public domain through the portal. Work Commissioner T. Ranjit, Chief Engineer K.H. Timber and department officials were present at the launch yesterday.
mayamda yam hena khudong sawa matam mangdaba aduga ai yumdagi phamma kanda aina pwd dagi lawda permission sing si loin lawba yaba khudam boina haira kanda pac dagi paiba ma lambi kathalaga tinge road cutting tinge haira so cutting permission si yumda phamma ga dum lawba yarani asina ya kadori se heng gyam ta daba quarter mayam ma di sara kanda quarter si da kana leige kana leitage quarter si mawong kamai lege or unauthorized occupancy na quarter si occupy tawrga lai jala haibran sing masi phawba da khang mangamna na ba aduga quarter lawa matam da su online da apply tawna na ba hoi honorable chief minister Sri N Biren Singh ji gi ma liching makada portal se launch tawjabani.
As part of the World Breastfeeding Week 2022, which kickstart from August 1st, across the globe, World Breastfeeding Week programmed with the theme Stepped Up for Breastfeeding, Educate and Support was launched today by Child Health State Health Society, Manipur at Lamphel Parts Directorate Health Services. Speaking on the occasion, State Mission Director of State Health Society Manipur, Dr. N. Somorjit, emphasized on the benefit of the breastfeeding to babies and urged old mothers to breastfeed their babies without fail. He also said that a mother can breastfeed their child even when she is positive with COVID-19. State Nodal Officer, Child Health, NS and Dr. A. Sylvia also graced the launching event.
mayamda breastfeeding matang da takpiraga pregnant oibadagi macha pokpa pokpuda adi matamduda akoina counseling tawbigadabani breastfeeding gi kanabase masina both angang da zu mama da zu kanai hek pokpaga within 1 hour adi manungda akoi breastfeeding tawbiba adana masi exclusively first 6 months fogdi only breastfeeding tawbiyo haiba masigi message asi yam important oi thahum phare mabuk thandre ke pijaji khosaje si phattaba aphabadagi phattabana hena lai diarrhea gi rate wangi infection tobagi chang wangi.
BJY and Manipur Pradesh in a press note today sought clarification from Professor Amar Yumnam and Dr. Sadananda Shaho within 7 days for allegedly destroying the history of Manipur by being guides of a thesis. In a press statement released by President of BJY and Manipur Pradesh, Manohar Mayum Badish Sharma, it is alleged that Professor Amar Yumnam and Dr. Sadananda Shaho remain silent despite various students' organizations demanding clarification in this matter, and BJY and Manipur condemned the action. National Helpline for Senior Citizens Elderline Manipur conducted a widespread poster campaign at the Kwaramban Imakai Field, Imphal City for 2 days on the 4th and 5th of August. Elderline teamed members spoke with the elderly women, different kinds of vendors during the protest campaign and gave them information about elderline services and the government-sponsored senior citizen welfare schemes. The goal of the campaign, according to Akoijam Premananda, project manager and HSC Manipur, is to aware senior citizens about elderline 14567, a dedicated helpline for senior citizens that was established to provide information, guidance, emotional support and intervention to the elderly in needs by Government of India. The government has provided a number of schemes, but not every elderly in need has been able to access the benefit of it due to various reasons like lack of information and guidance of the process to apply, etc. Senior citizens can call the Elderline toll-free number 14567 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day and ask any information, said problems or seek assistance for issues related to senior citizens. At the campaign, the posters were distributed and many elderly women took steps to call Elderline, sharing their problems and issues.
मफम खुदी चंगा इमा फमीनगा वारी वाई सारा अखोगी अवाब नुआइतबा अवाद अपा कई ले हाबदो ताकन तासिन तमिनगा अदो मखोई करी लेगे हाबदो खंदुनगा अखोइदा फोन तौबिरनबगी अदुगुंबा कैंपेन अमा चथजम.
On the other side, the world is moving ahead with faster home delivery of food and other essential items onto their doorstep. But on the other side, many people still have to endure bad roads to get their supply of food. Villagers of Chatond 2 village under Tamai constituency had to get their share of rice grain distributed under NAFSA and PMG-KAY from the middle of the road itself as the truck carrying the rice bags got stuck in the mud on the way to their village. According to a member of Chatond 2 Student Union, the road leading to the village have been lying in a pathetic condition from a long time, but things got worsened due to a mudslide that happened at area between the Tako and Kadi Zaduing. Initially, the villagers tried to clear the stuck truck from the mud debris, but all their efforts went in vain, and ultimately they had to carry their share of rice grain from the spot itself. Later, Chatond 2 Students Union drew the attention of the government and its relevant authorities to repair the road at the earliest and ease the burden of the villagers. Former Congress candidate of Uripok constituency, Mahananda Nunglepam, the state beneficiaries of Uripok constituency have been deprived of the rationed rice provided under National Food Security Act, NAFSA and PMG-KY. Speaking to media at his Uripok residence, Mahananda maintained that under the NAFSA, BPL beneficiaries are supposed to receive subsidized rice of 5 kilograms each every month. However, beneficiaries in Uripok constituency are getting only 3 kilograms each. He said beneficiaries in Uripok constituencies have not been getting free rice under PMG-KY on time. Mahananda continued that he had filed an RTI at the Consumer Affairs Food and Public Distribution Department regarding this, and the department had replied that the nominee of Uripok MLA collected necessary NAFSA and PMG-KY rice from the relevant department every month. Mahananda demanded Uripok MLA to clarify on this and give the reason behind not distributing kerosene to beneficiaries under the CAF and PD.
Hoji card holders mayam khangi keji yeli ado haiduk pangamde maramdi khalawdo lauraga mahakna phangjariba khoigi card asi kakpi gedra haidna su pakhattaba natte maduna parja myam gi mihut silaga Uripok ki honorable MLA da arise tukjabani karigi maramgi keji tara phangadab da keji kadam yelibi maram se karigino athu matamda mayam da khanganbiu maduda natana SK oil hairiba kerosene haidana mayamna khangnariba thawasi yenba di lair maming bok tagidre adu nakanamdadi thada chingiba thawasi 2187 liters ni adu masigi thawasi kadai da chatkhraga.
Popular Sumang Lila grouped Peacemaker as Artists Association celebrated its 20th Foundation Day at Iboyama Sumang Lila Sanglen in Palace Compound today. Art and Culture Department Deputy Director Gurumayum Dharmadas, Manipur State Sumang Lila Council President and Purnimashi Lema, and Ranganiketan Chairman Ajit Das graced the event. Speaking on the sideline, the Peacemaker Artists Association's General Secretary Asopam Santosh said the association aims to document Sumang Lila art form. Attendees paid floral tributes to departed members of the association, and association's pioneers were felicitated on the occasion. IMOL Students Union Manipur felicitated meritorious students of IMOL community who have successfully passed Class 10 and 12 examinations 2022 conducted by COSEMD and BOSEMD and CVSE. Felicitation events was held at IMOL Tampa Community Hall in Technopole District. Administrator of the event, Rivet K.H. Jingnungsan, prayed for the blessing upon the 75 meritorious students. The journalist fraternity of the Manipur expressed condemnation of a national investigating agency NIA summoning the president of the Old Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju Samjai at the NIA office and harassing him. In protest, media houses in the state carried out a one-day cease work strike yesterday, and media persons staged sit-in at the Kaisampat Laimujum Laikai Community Hall, Imphal. Amju Editor Guilds Manipur and Manipur Hill Journalists Union jointly organized the sit-in. Several media persons from different media houses in Manipur took part in the protest meet. Strongly condemning the incident, President of the Indian Journalists Union IJU, Gitartha Pathak, who took part in the protest, termed the act of NIA inappropriate in a democratic society. He said the matter will be addressed at the international level so as to ensure that government does not unnecessarily interfere in press freedom. Old Vishnupur District Working Journalists Union also staged sit-in Vishnupur District condemning the incident. A panel discussion of the book on the political career of Prime Minister Narendra Modi titled Modi at 20, Dreams Mid Delivery was held today at the Court Hall of Manipur University. Speaking on the sideline, the Registrar of Manipur University, Professor W. Chandrababu, said Narendra Modi became the Chief Minister of Gujarat in 2001 and his political journey completed 20 years in 2021. He added that the book Modi at 20, Dreams Meet Delivery immediately details on the works of Narendra Modi and his upcoming activities. Alongside the book wrote about the social impact of the Modi, political impact of the Modi, economic policy and reforms, new paradigm of governance through Modi, and how India is dealing with other countries. Chandrababu added that through this discussing the book, one will get to know how India will develop based on Narendra Modi's vision. And for the same reason, discussion on Modi at 20, Dreams Mid Delivery is being conducted in different higher educational institutions located across India. Chandrababu expressed belief that inputs from different panel discussions will impart new idea. Teachers and research scholars, MU Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra, Professor of various departments of Manipur University, Central Agricultural University, former VC Professor M. Premjit, retired Lieutenant General L. N. Singh and K. Himalaya attended the event.
Masi like the yauriba important of Masang Mayamsi, Kangal and I can canon and a Sinjabani, Masi canon never told input Mayamsina, researchers sing shida, Waza sing shida, the society, the unover research paradigm, I think world's the mind of Indiana view, Amazon understand that we in future in what direction I could countries is Sapangam Gaduri as a Satkaturi Kahibasi, I could imagine Tawasi, Namgane and Kali. Adamasi Yam Satina important of Badugumba, Kanan and Abamani in the field of economy, in the field of academics, in the field of technology, in the field of international relations, and going along with the people in the society have a sigi. Asoba idea, Tolakani have a si, Thazai.
Community Convergence Achievement Mela was held at Uchekon Kuno Awang Laikai Community Hall today. Uchekon Nongpo Gram Panchayat and the Village Level Federation under the GP jointly organized the event sponsored by Manipur State Rural Livelihoods Mission and PRI CBO Convergence Program. Self-help groups opened around 30 stalls showcasing their products. Uchekon Nongpo Gram Panchayat Pradhan and Jadumani and SRLM State Mission Director and Bandana Khetragaon CD Block BFO Subinsand were among those who attended the fair. Speaking on the occasion, Pradhan and Jadumani said the event will raise awareness on various schemes and projects under various departments, COVID vaccination and distribution of birth and certificates and free gas connections under Ujwala mark the fair. A rabid dog reportedly stayed in a fish shop located at Nagamapal Kangjabi Machin in Imphal. The Kangjabi Lairak Youth Club informed of the rabid dog to Dog Protection Society DPS Manipur, following which DPS volunteers arrived at the shop to pick up the dog and later kept the animals under observation. As preventive measures, DPS Manipur and the Kangjabi Lairak Youth Club immediately carried out an anti-rabies vaccination camp at the Kangjabi ground. In connection to this, DPS Manipur Secretary and Nauba has appealed to dog owners to get their dogs vaccinated on time and not to let sick dogs roam around in public places. 69th CRPF Battalion Manipur carried out Har Ghar Tiranga bike rally today. Manipur and Nagaland sector IGP flagged off the bike rally participated by Jawans and officers of 69th CRPF Battalion. The rally started from CRPF camp in Manipur and passed through the Imphal city distributing Indian flags. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO will launch its smallest commercial rocket on Sunday to unfurl tricolor in the space. The launch will take place from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota at 9:18 a.m. on August 15, 2018. Prime Minister Narendra Modi made an announcement that the tricolor will be unfurled in the space during India's 75 years of independence. To mark the country's celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the SSLV will have a co-passenger satellite called Azadi SAT, comprising 75 payloads built by 750 young girl students from 75 rural government schools across India. The project was specially conceptualized for the 75th Independence Day year celebration to encourage scientific temper and create opportunities for young girls to choose space research as their career. Polling to elect the new Vice President of India will be held tomorrow in the Parliament House between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Jagdeep Dhankar is the NDA candidate, while Margaret Alva is the opposition candidate for the vice presidential election. The term of Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu ends on August 10th. Now the news from the world of sports. In first MNCA Under-14 Boys Cricket Tournament, PTRC Patsoi Part 4 defeated PTCC Patsoi Part 3 by 7 wickets to enter the final of the tournament. Electing to bat first, PTCC Patsoi Part 3 were all out for 98 runs in 14.5 overs. In reply, PTRC Patsoi Part 4 achieved the target in just 18.1 overs by losing just 3 wickets, thus winning the match by 7 wickets. Bronson Yumnamt of PTRC Patsoi Part 4 was adjudged the man of the match for his 5 wickets hurled in the match. The second semi-final of the tournament will be played between ESU Wankai Palace Compound and TCMDC Thongju Part 2 tomorrow. Langlin Tombi Hanjabam from Manipur has won 2 medals, including 1 gold in the ongoing Batumi Open International Wushu Tournament at Georgia. Langlin Tombi clinched 1 gold medal and a silver medal in different events of junior category. Rajkumari Sanatombi Devi Vidyalaya expressed happiness over Langlin Tombi's achievement. State Council More MNC today felicitated 11th karate players of Seishinkai Shito Ryu Karate Do More brands who took part and wound medals in 6 International Karate Championship 2022 held at Netaji Indoor Stadium in Kolkata on 30th and 31st of July. A total of 15 medals, including 9 gold medals, 5 silvers and 1 bronze, were won by the 11 players in the championship. The felicitation program was organized jointly by Old Manipur Students Union AMSU, Technopol District Committee, Laningto Sanamahi Puya Santhok Lupt LSP SL More, along with Meitei Council More MNC. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. State Assembly resolved to constitute Population Commission and update National Register of Citizens NRC. House passes Manipur Hills Area District Council's 6th Amendment Bill 2022, also refers the bill to Hills Area Committee for further discussion. Chief Minister Nongthoman Birain says resumption of the pending survey still unknown. State government urging Center for Biometric Data Collection Technology enables census. All Travel Students Union Manipur launched indefinite economic blockade on national highways over Hills Area Committee recommended ABC build. Meitei Lipul condemns Adsum's for calling indefinite blockade, lock up Adsum office at Adim Jati complex in Chingmarong. Manipur logs 46 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in past 24 hours. Coronavirus infects 1,39,295 people so far. And India adds 20,551 new COVID-19 cases, above 20,000 recoveries and 70 deaths in 24 hours. COVID cash lots stands above 1,35,000. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
MBBS Abroad Seminar. Spot admission and interactive session at City Convention Center on Sunday, the 7th of August from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. May the